Change brings tremendous opportunity. And one of the things I talk about with people is nobody wants to work in a place where you kind of hang out who you are as a person at the door when you come in. You'll put in your, 10, 12 hours and then pick yourself up on the way out. People want to work somewhere where they feel they can make a difference and feel they engage in the process and that they can really have an impact. I love talking to people who say, this is great, Larry, I'd love to do it if only my manager got it. How many of you, don't show hands, right, have ever worked for a jerk in your career, right? I've been in this industry for 28 years. You gotta know that I've worked for one or two jerks, all right? That is not an excuse for you not getting it. That is not an excuse for you not showing leadership. Leadership is not something that happens in a cloud in Mount Olympus and they send you down this is what you do. I always love this. People talk about vision. How many Mel Brooks fans in the room? Mel Brooks fans? I'm a huge Mel Brooks fan. You remember History of the World? Moses coming down with the 3 tablets. Here are your 15, oops, he drops one, 10 commandments, okay? It's not something that's coming from above. Leadership begins with me. I don't care what my manager is doing. If he's a clown, that's his problem. I'm gonna be doing the right things. I'm gonna be an example for my people. Leadership begins with me. How many of you are in a committed relationship? Marriage, living with somebody, same-sex partner, whatever the case may be, committed relationship, show of hands. About 90% of the room. I'm gonna ask the first question to them. How many of you are experienced marketers? Okay? My wife is a beautiful, intelligent woman, and she married me. Okay? Now, if you don't think marketing was involved in that, you got another thing coming, all right? Marketing is about communicating a value proposition. It's about educating people. It's not being a smooth artist. It's not being the snake oil salesman. It's about communicating with people, explaining things to people, explaining the value of what you can do to help them. My team knows that I am not their coach. I'll use a football analogy. I am not their coach because the coach is up here and the team is over here. I'm their quarterback. Anybody who's ever played quarterback knows who are the 5 most important people to the world to you when you play quarterback. That would be your offensive line. Okay? If you think you're high and mighty and I'm better than them, I'm smarter than them, I'm gifted, I love me, right? Let your left tackle miss a blocking assignment once or twice and you're on your back looking up at the sun and see how important you are and how important they are. I'm no more important than anybody else on my team. I just happen to play quarterback. So the Yankees won the World Series. Does anybody know who Francesco Cervelli is? He's the backup catcher on the Yankees. He plays maybe 20 games a year when Prasad is taking a break, okay? He's got a World Series ring. It's the same World Series ring that Derek Jeter's got, that A-Rod's got, that Teixeira's got, okay? Because the corollary of there are no winners on a losing team is all ships rise with the tide. So when the team wins, everybody wins. Sim did a survey. The #1 issue of all CIOs is alignment with IT and the business. Here's my reaction to that. That is the single stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life, right? Because alignment means there's this thing over here, there's this thing over here, and somehow you gotta get them together. IT, so saying IT has to align with the business suggests that IT is not a part of the business. Huh? My client relationship managers, who by the way are the 3 most senior people on my team, right? They're like kind of divisional CIOs, if you will. They literally live with the business. They sit with the business, they have lunch with the business, they go to the tournaments with the business. The people in the business, if you will, don't view them as IT, they view them as Laura or Jeffrey or Nick. They're part of our team. And until you get there, you got a problem.